This week's episode is brought to you by Calcine. Calcine is an Arizona ag soil amendment that mimics the root exudates given off by plants. Calcine improves soil aggregation and helps eliminate compaction in clay soils. Visit stbiologicals.com to learn more about this and other regenerative ag products. Hello, and welcome to the ST Biologicals Soil Speaks podcast. This week, we'll discuss how you can repair Sodic soil at your operation. Let's get started. How often have you had spotty germination? Have you experienced fields with stunted growth and below average crop yields? These issues can occur for several reasons, including inefficient irrigation, poor drainage, and continuous monocropping. These farming practices often lead to saline and or sodic soils. Soil is the soul of agriculture, but not all soils nurture plants equally. Sodic soils are soils with an overload of sodium. This imbalance affects various soil properties. Saline soils, on the other hand, have an excess of soluble salts, such as chloride and sulfates. An imbalance, either too much or too little, of any mineral, including calcium, makes other minerals unavailable for plant uptake. Both these soil conditions will exist before you see any crusting on the soil surface or any obvious crop damage. But your farm records will show a continuous decline in productivity and an increased need for many micronutrient inputs. You'll first see stress on leaf surfaces, wilting, necrosis, and susceptibility to leaf burn. Your crop will be stunted. If you're keeping good records, you'll know you have problems long before it's evident in your soil. Let's take a look at the worst case scenario. If you've got sodic soil with poor drainage, you've got serious problems. It will take time to reverse the damage that decades of soil damage from conventional farming has caused. Your soil will have compaction issues, poor water infiltration, and poor root growth. You may even have anaerobic bacteria because of waterlogging and poor aeration. You'll have to address the following issues to get a handle on farm profitability. 1. Poor soil structure. Excessive sodium displaces other essential soil components, causing soil particles to break down and form a dense, compacted layer. 2. Reduced water permeability. High sodium levels reduce the soil's ability to absorb and transmit water, leading to waterlogging or drought conditions depending on rainfall and irrigation efficiency. 3. Nutrient deficiency. Essential nutrients, such as potassium and calcium, are displaced by sodium, making them less available to plants, which leads to stunted growth and poor yields. 4. High pH levels. Sodic soils often have high pH levels, making the environment less favorable for plant growth and microbial activity. Most plants and microorganisms prefer a soil pH of 6.0 to 7.5. Within this range, most essential micronutrients are available for plant uptake, and it also promotes a healthy microbial community. This is the worst case, so don't get too anxious yet. You might have soil salinity issues, which are easier and quicker to remedy. While you're repairing your soil, you may need to foliar feed nutrients for good crop yields. The first step toward repairing your soil is a soil test. You need to know exactly what the issue is: an excess of sodium, an excess of calcium, magnesium, chlorides, and sulfur, or all of the above. Sodic soil issues have to be addressed before soil salinity. Adding organic matter is a good beginning. You also need to improve drainage if that's an issue. Some farmers find their soil is just too sodic to grow crops, but it doesn't have to be abandoned. Adding calcium carbonate, lime, or calcium sulfate, gypsum, displaces sodium ions from soil particles and replaces them with calcium to improve soil structure. Adding livestock to your farm with controlled grazing enriches the ecosystem and starts the process of converting your land from acreage devoid of microbes into a carbon sink. You're also increasing the biodiversity on your farm or ranch and creating resilience to extreme weather such as floods and drought. With the decrease in tillage, you're halfway down the path to regenerative agriculture. The ST biological mentors also recommend Calcine as a soil amendment, along with regenerative agricultural practices such as cover crops, minimum till, biodiversity, and decreased synthetic inputs. Those inputs are salt-based and can aggravate a soil condition that may have been the result of drought climate conditions that caused water evaporation, leaving behind excess salts. Calcine is a game changer for addressing the challenges posed by sodic soils. Calcine shifts harmful salts out of the root zone by displacing sodium ions. Calcine enhances the soil structure, making it more conducive to plant growth. Calcium and sodium can both be problematic, so talk with a certified crop consultant before you embark on a remediation plan. As calcine assists in the removal of sodium and excess calcium, it promotes better soil aggregation. Improved permeability and water infiltration result in a more open and less compacted soil structure. By decreasing sodium levels, valuable macronutrients like calcium and micronutrients such as iron, manganese, boron, molybdenum, and zinc can better integrate into the soil. This boosts soil fertility and microbial population diversity, leading to healthier plant growth and higher yields. You're getting a much more efficient nutrient cycle with microbial allies. Soils treated with calcine tend to hold more water, reducing the need for frequent irrigation and conserving precious water resources while reducing water pollution from erosion. Calcine also supports the establishment of beneficial soil organisms like earthworms, which play crucial roles in maintaining a balanced ecosystem and enhancing soil health. As the soil changes from saline or sodic to fertile, with the addition of organic matters from the hardy cover crops, even clay soil increases porosity. Using a cover crop can mitigate excess heat that causes evaporation, so less irrigation is needed. But covers aren't necessarily able to grow in saline and/or sodic soil. Following the lead of indigenous peoples and selecting crops for tolerance to these poor soils can help with farm profit while healing the earth. Certain varieties of barley, millet, and sorghum have high salt tolerance. Using calcine, farmers can transform their hostile sodic soils into fertile, productive lands. This transformation not only brings immediate benefits in terms of crop yield and water use, but also fosters long-term soil health and sustainability. The benefits of using calcine extend far beyond short-term gains. By improving the soil's chemical and physical properties, this innovative solution promotes long-term soil health and sustainability. Healthier soils encourage beneficial microbial activity, which contribute to nutrient cycling and organic matter development. Over time, these processes create a more balanced ecosystem, helping to combat soil degradation and erosion. As sodic soils are transformed into fertile lands, farmers can practice more diverse crop rotations and sustainable agricultural farming techniques, reducing their dependence on chemical fertilizers and mitigating environmental impacts. Ultimately, calcine not only revitalizes land, but also supports a more sustainable agricultural future for generations to come. At ST Biologicals, we can show you how calcine can bring back your underperforming field or pasture. Visit stbiologicals.com today for more expert support. When soil speaks, we listen. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.